name is Johnny Atkins, and I work in the storeroom here at this Brewton mill. How many of us stop, consider that we have only one life to live? Just one life. And so we don't need to take this lightly. For all of us have our own unique responsibilities, whether it is to our husband or to our wives, to our children or our grandchildren. The last thing we need to do is take chances with our safety. And so as we go through this workday, let's remain focused on why we work safe. We sure don't want to wind up here before our time.
Hello, I'm Jerry Whitfield. I'm one of your electricians at the Brewton mill. In this video today, we'd like to discuss and demonstrate a lockout, tagout on electrical equipment. Let's get started.
Can you hear me now? Good.
One problem we've noticed with lock and tag at the mill, some people don't understand open and closed as it pertains to electrical equipment. Let's see if we can help clear this up.
Hey Andre, I got a question for you. What's the difference between an open circuit and a closed circuit?
Beverly, let me just demonstrate that to you. It's like this. When a circuit is open, it's de-energized. When it's closed, it's energized. That's the difference. When it's open, it's safe to work on.
Okay, now I understand.
Remember, in electrical terms, closed means energized. And also remember, open means de-energized and safe to work on.
Can you hear me now? Good. What's this tag for? What's this tag for? What's this tag for?
In the last year, we've added a new tag to our lockout tagout procedure. This green de-energized tag. As you already know, only electricians are authorized to open 2300 volt breakers. So now when you find this tag on the breaker, you will know that the breaker is open and safe to work on.
Staying plugged into safety guarantees a bright future.
All right.
This is the newer style limit amp we have at the mill, 2300 volt high voltage starter. If you notice the position of the handle, it's in the upright and the on is labeled. This switch can be locked in the on position. You have to pay particular attention to where the on and off is. The handle down in the off position means that a piece of equipment is de-energized. We apply this tag stating that the equipment is de-energized. You can then apply your scissors and as many locks as you need for the personnel working on this piece of equipment. The final step is to try the start button to see if anything happens. This equipment is now safe to work on. This style limit amp has a handle that is in the same position when it's on, up and down, as it is when it's off. It can be locked in the on position. Pay attention to the decal that says open. Open in electrical means de-energized. Rotating this handle, and it comes back to the same position, but if you notice it says closed. This is the position where the piece of equipment can be energized. Open, handle in the same position, the lockout device in the same position, open, de-energized. We apply the same tag, green tag that states it is de-energized. You can then apply your scissors and locks. The final test again, press the start button to see if anything happens. This equipment now is safe to work on. This is the old style limit amp. If you'll notice, the handle is in a straight up and down position and cannot be locked in the on position. Only an electrician is required to do this procedure. This opens the disconnect on the 2300, which allows you to lock it out with a locking tab. After the disconnect is opened, we apply this green tag, which states the equipment is de-energized or open. The scissors can then be applied, and all personnel involved can lock it out. You'll also notice the handle is in the horizontal position. The final test is to try the start button to see if it will start. This equipment is safe to work on.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Oh, Mr. Craig, what are you trying to do?
I want to hear something on safety. Say,
Don't mow your lawn with shoes like this. And a mask so you don't have to breathe the dust and what have you, especially if you mow the lawn as close as I do with my riding lawnmower.
And this is soda's in the cooler.
Okay.
And you have to watch out the men that you hug because you don't ever know what might happen.
ooh.
And you have to be safe.
If you're going to lock out a piece of electrical equipment, the first step is locating the breaker. All of our 480 volt starters and breakers are located in MCC lineups. MCC stands for Motor Control Center. A lineup is a column of starters or breakers. The lineups are marked by numbers, sometimes followed by a letter. For example, the L stands for lineup, 2 means it is second in this row, and N stands for north. Another example is L5 front. Or L5 rear. In some of our larger MCCs, we could have over 50 lineups. In this case, this is L34. If you're looking for a piece of equipment that has a location with an H followed by a number, the H stands for high voltage or 2300 volts. Remember, only electricians can turn these breakers off.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Good.
No, I cannot hear you.
Well, Timber, this is the conveyor belt we gotta work on. Yep, yes, we're gonna get started.
Stop! Have you locked out this equipment?
No, we haven't.
In the 24th century, we have many new safety procedures, as well as more advanced PPE. But we still haven't found a better safety tool than the lockout-tagout procedure here at the Brewton mill. Choose safety today.